Hello everyone, it's me again, Kiana, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing my April TBR. It still freaking blows my mind how we're about to be in April and then summer's gonna be here, and I can't wait. I have 4 books here that I want to talk about. I still have about 3 books left over from March that I will try to get to. So let's just go ahead and get started with the ones I really want to get to in the month of April. So I will link my April goals somewhere on my reading goals for 20 and 21 somewhere in the eye. I want to try to read a poetry every month, a manga every month, a middle grade every month, and a book that has been on my shelf for a really long time every month. So my poetry this month is The Mermaid's Voice Returns in This One by Amanda Lovelace. This is, This is for the little book mad girl. Thank you for deciding to live long enough to see yourself write a book, then another, then another, then another. This is a collection told in 4 different parts of poetry. I absolutely loved her first one, The Princess Saves Herself, in this one. I didn't like the second one, The Witch Burns, in this one, so I'm hoping I like this one. Then my manga I want to read is Fairy Tail Volume 3 by Hiro Mishima, and this follows... You done? This follows a group of wizards and witches. We have a girl named Lucy who is a celestial witch, meaning she works with the zodiac signs. We've seen her work with Taurus, with Cancer, and with Aquarius. She collects the celestial keys, and that is how she is able to basically become a wizard. Well, witch. She has joined the Fairy Tail group and works with Natsu and his flying cat called Happy, and they go on missions. In the second volume, which you will hear me talk about in my wrap-up, hopefully before or after this video, they encountered the Dark Guild in the second one, and now in the third one it's just basically continuing on after that. Absolutely love the first and the second one, so I can't wait to read this one. My middle grade for the month is going to be Wondersmith, The Calling of Morgan Crow, which is the second book in the Morgan Crow series by Jessica Townsend. And in this one, it is You Have a Gift, a Calling. Morgan Crow may have defeated her deadly curse and joined the mystical and prestigious Wondrous Society, but her journey has only just begun. The people of the secret magical city of Nevermore have a long memory of the monstrous attack orchestrated by the only other known Wondersmith, Ezra Squall, and they seem to think Morgan's own knack for wonder makes her just as deadly. It's no surprise that when the citizens of the Wondrous Society begin to go missing, Morgan is #1 suspect. Now it's up to Morgan and her friends, new and old, to prove her innocence before she's expelled from the Wondrous Society, her only home for good. So in the first book, Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow, we follow a girl named Morgan who was born on the unluckiest day of the year. You break your bone, you can blame her for it. You fail a test, you can blame her for it. Someone dies, you can blame her for it. So she is predicted to die on her 12th birthday, and instead she is saved by Mr. J from the Wondrous Society. She is brought to Nevermore to compete in trials to see if she can enter. Absolutely loved the first book. I cannot wait to read this second book. And then my book that has been on my shelf for the longest, well, not that longest, almost a year, is Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee. I bought this last year. I still have like the receipt from Barnes & Noble in it. And this follows a girl named Saoirse Ashwin, and she is training to become the Queen's next royal spy. Her plans are derailed when the shamans attack and kills her best friend. And then she somehow restores her best friend's life. Unveiled at the first Soul Guide in Living Memory, she is summoned to the domain of the Spider King. For centuries, he has used his influence over the Deadwoods, an ancient forest possessed by the souls, to enforce peace between the kingdoms. Now with the trees going wild and untamed, only a Soul Guide can restrain them. As war looms, Citra must master her newly awakened abilities before the trees shatter the brittle peace, or worse, claim Sanigo, the friend she would die for. A lot of people absolutely loved this book when it came out, so I'm excited to read it as well. I still have 3 books rolled over from March, which is Winterborn, Home for Vengeance and Valor by Allie Carter, which is a middle grade, Lore by Alexander Brackett, which is a Greek mythology, following the gods, and then Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor, which is the second and final book in the Strange the Dreamer trilogy. I still really want to read all three, but I'm debating if I want to have one or all three rolled over. Muse of Nightmare has been on my TBR for the longest, so I'm debating between this and Valentine's Adventure. Lore just came out in January. I still have time to read this, no problem, but these two I really want to get to, so I haven't decided yet. But those are all the books I plan or am thinking of reading in the month of April. It can always change. I am a mood reader. I'll be leaving here on the side of me 2 videos on this video you guys go check out. Try my hardest to post 2 times a week, and I'll be seeing you guys hopefully very soon with another video. Bye guys.